1+1, premiered this week at the London Film Festival, is the most recent feature made by the controversial French film director Jean-Luc Godard. Controversy surrounds him, but the influence and importance of his radical approach to the cinema is inescapable. 1+1 features the Rolling Stones, and it is the first film that Godard has made in England.
It happens to, it could have been done elsewhere.
Why is it being made in England then?
Because of the Rolling Stone. Since the music, the best music is done in England.
And what do the Rolling Stones represent for you? In fact?
Oh, nothing, just they are playing their music. And they represent a part of the society to the beatnik and all those looners, you know.
Please let me introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around here for many a long, long year. So many a man's soul and faith. Yes, I was here when Jesus Christ had his moments of doubt and pain. Made damn sure that Pilate washed his hands and sealed his fate. Pleased to meet y'all.
The Stones are seen at work recording their latest LP, Beggar's Banquet, and the film is made up of long sequences from this recording, intercut with sequences about other ideas.
Democracy, fascism, black power, music, ideas like that. Rolling Stone are for the music, black people are for black power, and actor are for fascism. And I think the ideas will go from one sequence to another one. I don't know exactly where. It's like taking a piece of a reality and to put it near another piece of reality and then to see what happens. Black people speaking of black power.
Kill them! Kill them! Kill them! Kill them! Don't forget! Kill them! Don't forget! Shoot them! Shoot them! Don't forget! Don't forget! Don't forget! Don't forget! Run up and down! Run up and down! Run up and down! Run up and down! In the street! In the street! In the street! In the street! At night! At night! At night! At night! At night! At night! In Market Street! Dance up! Dance up! Dance up!
We must make our own world! Not us! We must make our own world!
By the revolutionaries.
Black people, though
It's a
they
new
have been
world.
wretched of the world, are becoming budding revolutionaries. They are becoming aware
And we
that their
cannot do this
underdevelopment is not
unless
due
the
to any
white man
ethnic differences,
is being killed.
but simply because imperialism
Let's
has
make a
enslaved them
world.
economically.
Another one, a girl speaking of democracy or...
Allô? 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 Allô?
He doesn't want to answer?
No.
You're calling Leroy Jones?
Yes.
Or Cassius Clay?
Yes.
Or Rap Brown?
Yes.
Or Pierre Moulel?
Yes.
Or Stokely Carmichael?
Yes.
Or Eldridge Cleaver?
Yes.
Or Malcolm X?
Yes.
Or Patrice Lumumba?
Yes.
And he's not answering.
No.
Another one, a man speaking words, lines written by Adolf Hitler. It's about fascist. And
it must not be forgotten that nothing really great in this world has a...
Jackie.
Victory to the NLF. The rights of citizenship shall be conferred on every young man whose health and character have been certified as good.
Another one about Rolling Stone speaking or playing their music, and I think all those sequences going one after another would bring something.
Pleased to meet y'all. Hope you guessed my name. What's busting you? Just the nature of the game. Up, get on down to it.
Sequence with the Stones. We would set the camera up on the dolly and we would just sit and watch them for 5 or 10 minutes to see exactly what they were doing, and he would come up, show me roughly the sort of framing he would want, and then the shot would last for as long as the magazine would last, 10 minutes. We would track all around the room, up and down, going in and out, one thing and another. When it came to doing other takes on closer lenses, he would like to operate himself, probably to get more feeling into it. On a shot like this, we've got this track here. We'll take 10 minutes to get from one end of it to the other, and somewhere in the shot there's going to be a 360-degree pan, exactly where I don't know at the moment.
Although Godard clearly conceives each sequence beforehand, he allows for considerable improvisation during the filming. Shooting of the sequence about democracy didn't start until the afternoon because the actor playing the part of a television interviewer was delayed. And when he did arrive, he had first to translate into English the questions that Godard had prepared in French. Godard's wife, Anne Wiesemski, played the girl being interviewed, and during each take, Godard indicated to her whether to answer yes or no to each question. And the release camera crew who had come to film Godard filming were co-opted on the spur of the moment into his film.
Cut, finish. Oh, okay, let's do it once again. If she's here, you have nothing to do there.
But last time she went all
Well, last time we change every time. Directing a movie, there is a kind of, maybe it's not fascism like Hitler was a fascist, because it's not killing people, but we are acting exactly the same. We do that, say that, go there, frame like that, light like that. There is no real, and because we are the artist, everybody say all right, and we won't discuss it. It's all the way an artist was considered since 2,000 years, which has to be considered again. Since Jesus Christ, we have been trained like that, so it's very hard to forget about it, especially since we are very well paid to be that. That's funny. I think you don't understand what I don't want. It's not necessary to move her. You have to move when she's here. If she's here and she's moving, you have not to move because.
No, you said we were late. Well, we were late coming up here. That's what. Yeah, we know that.
Or was it? The trouble is always to come from me, and it should come from at least 50 of us or 20 people of the crew, at least.
How do you mean we all have to collaborate on this?
Create together, like in a popular assembly, yes. Try to. The one who are better learning to the one who are worse, and especially in the movie, we shouldn't be such specialists. A man always working at his camera, another one always at his sound, little box sound, another one in the lab, another one writing.
How much can you in this production fulfill those sort of ideas?
Oh, I'm doing nothing. I don't try. I don't even try. I just try to avoid the tyranny of trade union, of British trade unions, and to make it as simple as possible.
Your first name, is it Ophelia?
No.
Cordella?
No.
Eve?
Yes.
And where were you born, in Stalingrad?
No.
Trafalgar?
No.
El Alamein.
No.
Budapest.
Yes.
And your surname? Is it Republic?
No.
Totalitarianism?
No.
Liberalism?
No.
Trade unionism?
No.
Democracy?
Yes.
She said her name is Eve Democracy. Doesn't mean she represents democracy. I don't know. Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. She's a person because she's a girl, and she's an idea because her name is democracy. This is, I don't know, a philosophical story in terms of movies.
Looking back on your films, I mean, which films do you...
Well, I don't want to look back on them.
You never do? Do you ever receive them?
Yes, I do, but I think it's a bad habit.
Why?
Well, I don't know, because it's bad. When you walk, you don't walk looking back. If you do, you may have trouble.
Godard's first very successful feature was Breathless, made in 1959. But he now feels that when he made it, he was concerned not with reality, but with certain traditions in the American cinema. Since then, his output has been prolific, 17 features in only 9 years.
In a movie, it's a camera and a screen, but the movie is the movement from the camera to the screen and back from the screen to the camera or the audience. The movie is not on the screen, neither in the camera. It's between them. And there is plenty of place for plenty of movies. The trouble Hollywood movies were in the camera or on the screen, but nowhere else.
Do you feel exploited by the moment you step into an interview?
Yes.
Do you think there's a good way of conducting an interview?
No.
You think it's a matter of professional technique?
Yes.
Now, very often, you know, when we are talking, you say, you said that, and now you say that, this is contradictory. I say, yeah, that's wonderful. That's why I can continue to go on speaking. It's because it was contradictory. If it wasn't, I'll just stop talking.
You have to go through your ideas in brutal form, so the brutal form might be the form of the interview.
Yes.
Not to spend your time thinking privately.
Yes.
You think culture is order?
Yes.
Culture doesn't mean nothing. A lot of it's like a religion. Today, maybe government are afraid to speak of religion, not to be ridiculous, so they speak of culture. But it's more or less the same. They want to bring culture to people, and instead of making the culture coming from the people. Like if culture was they were gifted. That's what I say. If we are supposed to be gifted for culture, and it's completely untrue. Since we were raised in culture, we can at least destroy it, because it's wrong. It's like a children having a wrong toy.
So what would be the best schools of deculturation?
Well, maybe movies are not a bad school. TV too. TV the best. But to me, movies and TV, if I'm making movies, it's only because it's impossible to make TV. Because it's ruled by government everywhere. Movies should, or art should represent, should be the voice of the reality and the people, and not, today movies are like parliaments, you know, they are not really represent. You can't say that here in England, Wilson, even if he's in the Labour Party, is a real representative for working really 8 hours a day at Ford Dagenham, for example. Wilson is acting like a Tory, really. I mean, his life is the way he eats breakfast, the way he has a black tie. Something very strange happened in France. Everybody was against the black flag, but everyone who was against the black flag, de Gaulle or the communist Orthodox, they were always wearing black things, you know, and going in the street in black cars, because they think black is a distinguished color, it's chic, you know. But they don't think black flag is chic. I don't understand why. So this is only a cultural thing, and we artists have to destroy that.
And at the end of the film, democracy herself is destroyed.
Well, she's killed just because she can't run away from fascism as fast as the other one. It will be somebody who's dying on the screen, so after all, it's only a shade on the screen.
Why have you chosen canvas hands?
Because I like the sea, to be in front of the sea. Yeah, nothing. I've seen town, I've seen woods, I've seen a studio, so it's nice to see the sea.